Wisdom.
Start over.
No, I can't.
You're making a
That's
making a
part of the
video.
point that I just made. Is that I don't have to start over.
Okay.
And the reason why is because I've never quit.
Well, that's true.
What I do, I've always done. There's never been a time in existence where I have not been loved. Because I am the incarnation of that creator source. That's all I am. That's all I've ever been. It's all I ever will be. And it doesn't matter what incarnation I am, because I inhabit all of them. Because everything in creation was built on love.
Right. Me too, Rick.
Yes, love. Exactly. All of us, everything. At our core, at our essence.
We are divine. We are the divine children of God.
And there is no separation between us and Source.
No.
Because we are creation and creator. Every bit of me that exists right now has always existed.
Yeah.
Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Time without end. And that's a good thing. And that's what we need to keep our faith in and our trust in.
Right.
And that's what makes life worth living. And the people that have lost focus to that, they're the ones that are the sickest, that need the most help.
Right.
And there's a lot of distractions in the world that take you away from that focus.
Amen.
They come in every shape, size, form, and dollar amount. Every language, every creed, every culture. But we have the ability to choose. And it's not always, it's especially in a trauma-based situation like modern society, it's really hard to make conscious choices based on love.
Because we have so much fear.
And distraction.
And distraction. But,
right.
Yeah, fear is really blocking us.
Right. It's the antithesis of love.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the negative emotions and things come from fear. Hatred, it comes from fear.
Yeah.
Loss comes from fear.
Yeah.
Grief comes from fear. Anger comes from fear.
Yeah.
But it's not a black and white. It is and isn't. But because there's shades all through there. But the true masters, what they do is they take a couple seconds on a choice. And instead of unconsciously reacting out of fear, they consciously act out of love.
With thought.
To the best of their ability and their knowledge and understanding in the situation they're in.
Right.
With faith.
Right.
But after a while, if you live that pattern, it's no longer faith, it's just knowledge, because it's real. And after a while, you realize that it's real. And there is no faith at that point.
Because you know.
You know.
That's right, you know. That's right.
Just like we know when we're making bad choices and bad decisions. And we regret them afterwards most of the time.
Right.
But it comes from not taking a second, taking a breath, and being empathetic and compassionate. And trying to see what the other person, and I mean person, human being, is going through. Because that's where our conflicts lie.
Yeah.
And it's usually with the people we're the closest to.
Right.
And that's the saddest of all. And our owners prey off of that. They use it against us. Psychology is a weapon of war. Just like pharmaceutical drugs.
Yeah.
Just like the media.
Yeah.
And it's not love-based, and that's the reason. But if we took those tools and turned those guns into plowshares and taught love instead of greed and war and violence and hatred, we taught compassion and forgiveness and acceptance and knowledge, we could evolve to the point to where this would be worth being here.
Right.
Instead of a daily struggle, it could be turned into a pleasure, which is what it should be.
Yeah. It should be a joy.
It should be. That's what we were created for.
Yeah.
Not to suffer, not to fiend for drugs or sex, or which is a drug,
Yeah. Or sugar.
which is a drug, or tap water, which is a drug, or boxed foods, or
Yeah.
nasty ass processed meat, or any of that stuff, which are drugs. And the thing about that is that it's so, the answer is so easy, clear, and concise. It's the first chapter of the Bible. Maybe the end of the first chapter, but it's still the first chapter.
Yeah. What is?
Food. What did God give us for food?
Every seed-bearing plant.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
He doesn't say eat from boxes and bags and plastic and petroleum products.
Yeah.
He says grow plants. He doesn't say raise cattle and chickens and pigs and goats and things.
No.
It's fine to be their friends and love them, but how can you love a divine creature with a heart, lungs, soul, mind, emotions?
Yeah.
It's not what we should choose to do.
Right.
And it's really not healthy. Those foods are bad for us.
Yeah.
Very bad for us.
There's been a lot of science that proved that.
Yes, as well as a lot of guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Heart disease, diabetes, cancer. All those could be they could be eliminated if we would focus on it. But there's no profit in the cure.
Right.
And when we work for a system that's war-based, that has slogans like that,
Yep.
that's a problem.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Internet friends.
Where's the stop button?